YouTube, what's going on? It's your favorite misfit, Trouble Misfit here, back with another YouTube video. Today we are covering overthinking content because a lot of us do. I've been in those shoes, you've been in those shoes. It's a thing, it happens to the best of us. I want to knock on three reasons why a lot of us overthink content. Reason number one, mental health. I think that's like one of the biggest things why we overthink content. Number two, which leads into number one, the opinions of others. And number three, our passion for it, because a lot of us aren't really feeling it. At the end of the day, we all overthink, and these are some of the reasons why I think a lot of you overthink. Before we hop into it, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow the page so you're up to date to all the videos I drop. Remember, every Friday, 3 p.m. I drop a video on Eastern time, so make sure you're in the vibe so you know the vibes. Now, let's start it off by just talking about mental health, okay? Mental health sucks. You know, it is a very thing that everyone goes through, and we all manage and it all helps. I mean, myself, I've suffered from here and there. Is it because of social media? No, more personal stuff. Like, social media never really affected me enough to get me super bad in my feelings. But maybe one day it will, and you know, I'll manage that how I go. But with mental health, in terms of overthinking content, it's made me sometimes in the past, you know, when I first started out posting content on social media, I would just like delete posts that weren't doing well. You know, I would have a post maybe that only got like 2 likes or something like that, and then it's gone in a span of like probably a couple hours, because I was like, I did the post looked great, you know, hashtags were vibing, I thought I was doing good, and then I didn't get nothing in return, because I'm expecting a big payoff. I'm expecting all this stuff to happen. I'm expecting likes, follows, all that shit to just to fall over. And you know, one day I just sat there, I'm like, yo, why am I worried about this stuff? Like, why am I worried about the opinions of others in terms of getting some type of reward in terms of likes, follows, and all that? Like, dude, it's gonna happen. It's just gonna like take time, especially when I'm a small page. You know, this was like back beginning. This is like early 2010 when like Instagram first dropped. You know, everyone was getting more into social media and all that stuff. But you know, I'm a high school kid, so a lot of the things I'm thinking about is more focused on just like getting into the world of social media, but not understanding it. But now I'm a 23-year-old kid who's understanding just enough social media to be like, I'm content where I'm at, but I'm never satisfied where I'm finishing. Because right now, you know, on my Trouble Sasuke anime page, if you haven't checked it out yet, what are you waiting for? 340 strong of my loyal Trouble Mafia. And also on my Trouble Misfit page, we got 3K strong over there. So I appreciate all the love and support you guys show me on both pages. But I know that I'm not finished when whatever I'm doing on these pages. Like, I'm constantly thinking of like ways to improve or just get my follower counts up, but like, it's not a super major concern anymore. Used to be back when I was younger, but nowadays it's like, it is what it is. Like, if I go up, I go up. If I go down, I go down. And also, it's kind of interesting that I always get comments like, yo, bro, you should have 1,000 right now, like 1,000 followers, all that stuff. Look, if I wanted to, I can get 1,000 within a week, no problem. But I like the slow and steady grind because there's just something different about it. You enjoy it more often. But one of the reasons why I think a lot of us overthink content is because of mental health. We think too hard about stuff like likes, follows, and all that jazz. And I think if we truly just focus on why we enjoy it, then we really will start making content that it's gonna pop off, but with time. Because we make content we love, and then over time will pop off. I'm not saying both will happen at the same time. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But that leads me on to number two. Let's talk about passion, man. A lot of us don't have passion. A lot of us claim we have passion for this or passion to do these content, but we don't have it because it doesn't show off. And it's obvious. Some people just post stuff with a simple, basic template they found on the internet. And it's like, all right, bro, you say you're really passionate, like you want to make this a career. Then take time, research who is in your niche and do it. That's passion. Passion, basic passion is like, just like I said, templates. Finding a template online or just mimicking someone else's template. That's only riding the wave. What happens when the wave dies? Then what? You gonna ride someone else's wave? Where's your wave at? Like, you should have a higher bar that you set for yourself in terms of a wave. If you don't have that higher bar of a wave, then man, you're doing the wrong business right now. And that's just my opinion. You know, I always say to those who I'm friends with social media, like, dude, if you want to do A, B, and C, you gotta understand why D does not like you. Because if you understand why D does not like you, or D isn't relating to you, then everything else will flow. Then you'll reach the end of the alphabet. So to kind of be more specific about that, if you're so attached to this idea of being passionate about something you enjoy, then you should have no problem. Well, no, some people still have problems. You should have no problems in figuring out the steps you need to take, because you have the internet in the palm of your hand, your phone, a computer, or if you don't have either of those accessible to you, your local library or a local resource that knows a lot about it. You can find a way to do a lot of things in life where you literally just talk it into existence and it'll happen. Trust me, I'm a prime example of it. Because literally, I think one example of that was like last year in December, I got to be a part of a TV special by PBS Kids. If you don't know what that is, I don't know how you grew up in life. But I had an opportunity to be part of their hour-long special on teaching kids about the world of computer science, and I got to talk about my career as a freelance graphic designer, which was really dope. So that's just one example of literally talking into existence. If you have the passion for it, things will happen. And I got on TV. So that's a milestone in itself. But anyways, it kind of just brings it back to the point, like, if you're passionate enough, a lot of things will happen for you. Not instantly, but with time. Put the work in, talk into existence, it'll happen. No worries. I'm confident in that because I'm living proof of that. Now, I want to talk about my final reason, which is just basically the opinions of others. And that leads kind of with mental health in connection with it, because there's just people listen too much to what these other people are saying. And it's like, yes, you should listen, be open to criticism, constructive criticism that actually benefits you. But if it doesn't benefit you anyway, then don't listen to it. Block it out, air it out. Like, to have a thick skin and just ignore it. Because if you constantly just take in every single person's viewpoint on any single topic, you're not really growing. You're just taking in a lot of toxicity, and then you're just going, at one point, you're going to blow up, and then you're going to get super angry at people that probably don't have it coming from themselves, and then be asking yourself, like, why am I like this? Why am I so angry? Or why am I so sad? Or all that. You need to have a proper balance of taking in some criticism that is constructive, that actually benefits you, and using that to create some really cool content, so you're not like overthinking anything. You're not inclined to take in toxicity. Like, that is not something you should be taking in. Like, you should be taking in constructive criticism with some good vibes. Anything negative, toxicity, cut it out. Block them out. And especially if you're getting too cruel, like they're saying some very like racist or homophobic things, you have all inclines to block them, report them, do whatever you please. So know that there's a fine line between both, and hopefully you see that, and hopefully you're doing well. But if you are struggling with mental health, or you're going through the most because of people who are toxic on social media, because I know a lot of people love to hide behind their screen and stuff like that, I have some mental health resources down below in my description that I would love for you to check out, because I really care that all my followers and who enjoy my content are doing well. So please check them out. I appreciate that you do, and hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And that brings us to the end of today's video. I thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, be sure to like, subscribe, and do all the things. Follow me on my socials down below if you want to stay more in touch with me and maybe hear from me on a more personal note. As always, this is your favorite misfit signing out, and I will see you guys next time. Later.